So we have our great friends, Rabbi Binyomin Edry and his wife, Rabbanit Edry, in Japan, in Tokyo. And Rabbi Edry has been one of the unsung heroes of the uneven efforts to try to help the victims of the earthquake, the tsunami, since it hit Japan in a few weeks ago. Um, Rabbi Edry is well known to Jews around the world who travel to Asia, as well as those who have followed the story of three religious Jews who've been imprisoned by Japanese authorities on drug issues. But our focus today is exclusively on his remarkable outreach, humanitarian outreach to the people of Japan. Rabbi Edry, could you tell us what did you find the first time you went up to northern Japan, and how did you get there?
The first day, it was some guest came here on Shabbos 2 weeks ago, and he say after the earthquake, it became a big tsunami, and many people lost their life. And then we decide, right after Shabbat, I call my Japanese friend, his name Muto, he's actually originally from there, and I asked them, maybe we should go there, to Sendai. He said, Benjamin, it's crazy, I cannot do it. Only army, the street is open only for army, not for anyone else. I say, okay, we are also part of the army of Hashem. We need to help Japan. We need to help everyone in this world. I say, it's your brother, and we need to go. And then he was agree, and we left the house Saturday night by 1 o'clock with the truck already full with many kind of food, clothes, blanket, socks, and some challah from Shabbos with us. And then we arrived there middle of the night. We left here 12 o'clock night, we arrived there 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock night, the morning already. And from that moment, I was most of the time till today, it's today Sunday, most of my last 2 weeks I spent there.
Can I ask you, Rabbi Edry, what was your first impression of what you saw when you came to the area?
It's big chaos, and many people lost their houses, and actually I saw many people die. They was on the road, near the beach, under houses, in the cars. They damaged by the tsunami, and I saw people without roof to stay under. It was I never imagined, and no one can imagine, even the TV, whatever they put on, it's not even close to what's happened there. It's like above of our imagination. Not easy to put the word for it. Even the toilet, it was already everything disconnect from phone, from electric, from water, from cellular phone, and no one even communicate with each other. And of course, it was no gasoline in any gasoline stand. And I was just staying there and try to help much as we can.
Can I ask you, since you are a member of Chabad, a religious Jew, I've seen you on the streets of Tokyo, what was the reaction of the people in northern Japan when they saw you come out of the truck, and now you've made various trips to the region? What's the reaction of the Japanese people when you arrive to the scenes of the devastation?
Okay, I came with some Japanese people as well, and they was very, very, very surprised, and they couldn't believe that we just arrived now from Tokyo. They say, wow, from Tokyo, you came. They thought they say everybody ran away to Tokyo, and you coming from Tokyo, they couldn't believe. They say, now is the time, no one come here. You need to run away. I say, no, I cannot sit in my house and someone suffering on another side of the country. And there was some of them till today. I was there, actually I arrived a few hours ago from there. And they always, when they see my car coming, they come to the car, they bound, they say, Edry, thank you for coming and thank you for your support. We support like not more than 1,000 families there. We cannot handle more than that for right now. And we got a house there my Japanese friend gave us. And we, on the first few days, we put 2 families in that house with the children. And they also couldn't imagine why we gave them the house for a few days to stay there. And they couldn't take shower, it was no water yet, even in the house, but they at least have some place to stay, because the place for the refugee, it was full with people, and it was not so comfortable for someone with children. And then they came into the house, actually we keep in touch with them. Now, one family we take back to Tokyo, we put them in relative, and one they found they have relative around the area, and they staying by them. And there was till this moment they're very, very happy, and they say to me, not once, please take more pictures with us. The people should know what the Jewish nation doing to us. I say, no, we owe you. We owe to the Japanese nation as well, because they help us in some point in history.
Rabbi Edry, do you know that 2 747 jets have arrived from Israel with field hospital?
Yeah.
Are they going to deploy near the area that you are helping out?
No, they're going like 100 kilometers away from that located. It will be like an hour and a half from Sendai city. I don't know the reason exactly why, but they're going to take care of some small village for 2 weeks or so, maybe less tomorrow. I don't know yet. They're going to arrive tomorrow night in Sendai, and I will meet them, God willing, on Tuesday morning. And they asked me to prepare for them all the necessary food and whatever they need, like kosher stuff that I could provide here. Of course, they brought with them a lot of stuff and equipment, like medical equipment, but they asked me also to get help from me for whatever it's available in Japan in terms of kosher food, challah, wine, whatever I could provide for them.
I have been to your home before, so I know that your wonderful wife has a very meticulous, it's a very well organized house, but I'm looking behind you and I see these stacks of boxes. What's that all about?
There is a big supermarket. We can say the most expensive supermarket in Tokyo. It's called National Azabu. That's the logo of the supermarket. You can see the bag. And the supermarket, I talked to them. They should put by the entrance of the supermarket a box that everyone could donate. Shoes, clothes, any kind. Anyone can donate clothes or food or anything they can donate to Sendai. We will take it on daily or every 48 hours. We will take it to Sendai, and it was like huge response. Like last night, we got more than 2 ton clothes and shoes and food, and every 2 days they send the truck here to the Chabad house, and from here we take it to Sendai, to the place that we got there, and from the place that we got, we separate it to people they need, because there is a few shelters they need, And also the families they live around, even they have still the houses, but they don't have where to buy food. Today we got a list from family. They asked me to buy for them diapers, baby formula, gasoline, and baby food. And I bought according to the shopping list. And tomorrow afternoon, evening, we deliver to them.
Just two more questions. What about radiation, your concerns for your health traveling to and from this region?
It's a different location. We located in Sendai, but of course people worry about it. But I ask my Rav, and he say, as the Mishnah says, the Torah says, Shluchei mitzvah enam nizokim. So we trying to help others, and for sure Hashem will help us, though we should not be affected by any radiation. And as a joke, I say to people around me over there in Sendai, I have all year around the menorah on the roof of my car. I say it's taking the radiation. It's collecting the radiation and put it away.
Let's hope so. The last question, if I can ask your wife to join us back on camera. The really last question is for her. Rabbanit Edry, you are obviously not born or raised in Japan. Your life now with your children and your husband is in one of the most difficult humanitarian zones of the world. What are your feelings about being in Japan right now?
I think it's the perfect place to be. When we came, it's the question about life. Wherever you go, whatever your goal is. So that's how the outlook will be throughout your time there. When we came to Japan, our goal was to be of help to people, to be of help to the Japanese society, not just to the Jewish people. And so here was the perfect opportunity to follow through with that. The minute the earthquake started, on Friday, on Shabbat, the Rabbi Edry was already saying, I'm going to Sendai right after Shabbat goes out. And I was like, are you serious? The whole world's turned over. Look what's going on. The reactor, He said, no, this is the time to help. This is the time to get into action. This is when they need us most. And exactly that's what happened. He left Saturday night, and he took with him a Japanese guy that is from Sendai, who gave his house, for us to use and stock up on equipment, food, clothes. They use it to separate all the boxes of clothes that they bring from Tokyo. It's just unbelievable. And I'm Baruch Hashem, I'm very happy. My grandfather and a lot of us are descendants of people who were helped by people who are not necessarily Jewish during the Holocaust. And we have to have the same, we have to give back in the same way. If people were there for our ancestors to help them in the time of suffering, we have to be here for them. And people told us, your children, aren't you scared? First of all, and thank God there's no radiation in Tokyo. We've been drinking from PET bottles, from the beginning. So, we're careful, but at the same time, you got to do what you got to do. And Hashem protects.
Well, Rabbi and Rabbanit Edry, thank you for being the emissaries of the Jewish people in Japan in good times and now in difficult times.
Thank you.
We're going to post this on YouTube shortly, and with your permission, in the next few days, if you want, we'll do a second interview, and we'll make sure. We have also many friends in Japan. We want to make sure that everyone knows of your important work. And we'll let them know how they can be in touch with you as well. So stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you in the next few months. All the best. God bless you.
Thank you, Rabbi Cooper.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.